Imagine a time when the world was untamed, a place where the foundation of human civilization was being laid. This is Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. In the vast expanse of the globe, nestled in the heart of the Middle East, lies a land of irreplaceable historical significance. Mesopotamia, a Greek term, translating to the land between rivers, was the birthplace of remarkable early civilizations, a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of humankind. Now, picture two rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates, meandering their way through this landscape, their waters teeming with life. These rivers, with their regular floods, created a fertile crescent, an arc of good farmable land that was a boon for the early settlers. It was here that they laid down roots, taming the wild, shaping the course of human history. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Our story starts around 5,000 years ago, in the year 3000 BC. Over the centuries, this land witnessed the rise and fall of powerful empires, the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians, each leaving an indelible mark on the annals of history. The timeline of Mesopotamia, stretching all the way to 539 BC, is a fascinating tapestry of human endeavor and achievement. From the invention of the wheel to the birth of writing, the milestones that the Mesopotamian civilization achieved are astounding. It's mind-boggling to think that the roots of modern society, the political structures, cultural practices, and technological advancements we take for granted today were all seeded here, in this land between rivers. So our journey begins in this fertile land, a blank canvas for humanity to paint its first strokes of civilization. And as we delve deeper into the history of Mesopotamia, we'll uncover the stories, the people, the inventions that have shaped the world as we know it today. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey back in time, into the dawn of civilization. Now step into the world of Sumerians, the first people of Mesopotamia. These early civilization builders were not just farmers and traders, but they were also pioneers of a tool that would forever change the course of human history, the invention of writing. The Sumerians developed a form of writing known as cuneiform, derived from the Latin word cuneus, meaning wedge. This name perfectly describes the wedge-shaped marks made by the reed stylus that Sumerians used to etch their words into clay tablets. This wasn't an overnight creation, mind you. The evolution of cuneiform was a gradual process, starting from simple pictographs and eventually leading to a complex system of symbols representing sounds and ideas. These clay tablets were the ancient equivalent of today's notepads. They were used for a variety of purposes, from recording commercial transactions and legal documents to penning down literature and astronomy. Imagine thousands of years ago, someone scribbled their grocery list or jotted down a poem on a piece of wet clay, which would then be baked in the sun to create a permanent record. But the impact of cuneiform extended beyond the practical day-to-day uses. It transformed human communication, enabling thoughts, ideas, and knowledge to be preserved and shared across generations. It was a tool that allowed civilization to expand, cultures to flourish, and history to be chronicled. This was no minor feat. The invention of writing marked a significant leap in human cognitive evolution. It laid the foundation for the development of complex societies and gave birth to the concept of history itself. After all, without a written record, history is just a collection of stories, susceptible to the distortions of memory and time. And so, with the stroke of a stylus on a clay tablet, the Sumerians not only documented their world, but also opened the door to the future of written communication. Their legacy reminds us that the power of writing goes beyond the mere act of recording. It's a testament to human ingenuity, a tool for self-expression, and a conduit for the collective wisdom of humanity. As we move forward in time, we encounter the Babylonians, a people known for their laws and justice. Let's rewind to around the 18th century BC, to the reign of a particularly influential Babylonian king, Hammurabi. King Hammurabi is a name that echoes through the ages, not for his conquests or wealth, but for his contribution to the legal world. Hammurabi's Code. Hammurabi's Code is one of the oldest deciphered writings of significant length in the world, an ancient legal text that has stood the test of time. It's a collection of 282 laws, inscribed on a 7-foot-tall basalt stele, detailing different rules and regulations for society. This wasn't a one-size-fits-all kind of law system, though. It was based on social status and gender, and the punishments were often quite severe. Now you might be thinking, that doesn't sound very fair. And by today's standards, you'd be correct. But Hammurabi's code was groundbreaking for its time. It established the idea that the government had a responsibility to the people, to protect them and ensure justice was served. This was a new concept, a radical departure from the law of the jungle. And here's the kicker. Hammurabi's code didn't just influence the Babylonians. Its effects rippled out across time and space, shaping legal systems throughout history. You've heard the phrase, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, right? That's Hammurabi's code. It's embedded in our cultural psyche, a testament to its enduring power. But it's more than just a collection of laws. Hammurabi's code is a window into the past, a glimpse into the social norms and values of an ancient civilization. It tells us how the Babylonians viewed justice, hierarchy, and the role of the government. In the heart of Mesopotamia, the concept of justice was born, shaping societies for centuries to come. This is the legacy of the Babylonians, a testament to their understanding of law and order. It's a legacy that continues to influence us even today. Let's now turn our gaze to the Assyrians, a civilization renowned for its military prowess. Our journey through Mesopotamia wouldn't be complete without a stop at the mighty Assyrian Empire. The Assyrians were a force to be reckoned with, and their military might is something that still fascinates historians today. Let's dive a bit deeper into what made them such a formidable force. The Assyrians were among the first to understand the power of iron. They harnessed this robust element, forging weapons that were stronger, sharper, and more durable than anything their adversaries could muster. Iron swords, spears, and arrowheads became the standard issue for Assyrian soldiers, giving them a distinct edge in battle. But it wasn't just their weapons that set the Assyrians apart. They were strategic geniuses, employing a variety of tactics that kept their enemies on their toes. They utilized siege warfare, battering rams, and even early forms of psychological warfare to subdue their foes. A common tactic was to uproot entire populations, forcing them to resettle in unfamiliar territories, thereby breaking their spirit and their ability to mount a coordinated resistance. And let's not forget about their architectural marvels. The Assyrians built fortified cities designed to withstand even the most determined of sieges. These cities were surrounded by massive walls and guarded by colossal human-headed winged bulls known as lamassu, symbols of Assyrian protective deity. They were impenetrable fortresses, a testament to the Assyrians' understanding of both architecture and military strategy. But the Assyrians weren't just about war. They were also a civilization of scholars, artists, and builders. Their palaces were adorned with intricate reliefs depicting scenes of battle, hunting, and daily life, giving us a glimpse into their world. So what can we learn from the Assyrians? They teach us about the power of innovation, the importance of strategy, and the lasting impact of architectural ingenuity. It's a testament to their strength and resilience that we still speak of their military might thousands of years later. The Assyrians, with their iron and their fortresses, left an indelible mark on the annals of military history. As our journey through Mesopotamia comes to a close, let's reflect on the legacy of this inspiring civilization. Stepping into the annals of human history, we find that the roots of our modern world trace back to the fertile lands between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. The civilization of Mesopotamia was a beacon of human ingenuity, a testament to the power of curiosity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. The Sumerians, one of the earliest cultures of Mesopotamia, gifted us the art of writing. They etched their thoughts, their stories, their laws, and their dreams onto clay tablets, creating a tangible link between the past and the present. This invention revolutionized human communication, setting the stage for the vast libraries of knowledge we have today. But the Mesopotamian legacy doesn't stop there. The Babylonians, another great civilization of this region, pioneered the concept of law. The Hammurabi Code, one of the oldest deciphered writings of significant length, laid down principles of justice that still resonate in our legal systems today. The code was a proclamation that society, to function harmoniously, required rules, a principle as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. And who could forget the Assyrians, their military strategies, their organization, their discipline, set a precedent for armies that would follow in the centuries to come. They showed the world that power is not just about brute force, but also about strategy, about understanding your enemy, about unity. Every corner of our modern world is imbued with the spirit of Mesopotamia. From the books on our shelves to the laws that govern our lands, from the military strategies that protect our nations, to the very essence of organized society, Mesopotamian civilization has left indelible footprints on the sands of time. Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, has left us a legacy that continues to inspire and shape our world, reminding us of our shared human journey.